It's really hard to say no to a good egg salad sandwich, so today we're making a New York deli-style egg salad sandwich, and it is incredibly easy to make. Also, just before we jump in, drop a like on the video, leave a comment. It shows the YouTube algorithm that people are engaging with my content, which then pushes it to more people, and being completely transparent, that allows me to fund and continue making these videos for you. Also, if you're not subscribed, it's free, why not? Let's get straight into it. All right, starting us off, we're going to bring a pot of water up to a boil, chuck this over a high heat, and a quick way to speed things up, just place a lid on top. Once your pot's at a boil, just carefully remove that lid. Be careful of any escaping steam. Then what I have here is 10 large free-range eggs. Just gently drop these in. And because this is an egg salad sandwich, we do want to make these about hard poached. So we're going to cook these for 10 minutes. They won't be completely cooked through, but they will finish off cooking a little bit just before we take them out. And we are going to plunge these into an ice bath to completely shock them and cool down and stop that cooking. Now, after about 10 minutes, just use a kitchen spider. Just carefully take out those eggs and then place these into ice cold water. And like I said, this is just going to shock them and stop the cooking process. Make it a little bit quicker for us to peel these and get them into another bowl. While the eggs are cooling down, I'm going to be chopping up 5 grams or 0.2 ounces of fresh dill. Just make sure that most of the stems have been removed. It's okay to have a little bit on there. Scrunch this up and then roughly chop it. It doesn't need to be too fine. It's better to have a little bit of larger pieces on there. It's up to you how you want to do it though. And you can use a wide range of different ingredients for this. You don't have to do what I'm doing. I just absolutely love dill. Along with the dill, we also need 5 grams or 0.2 ounces of chives. Again, you don't have to use them if you don't want to. And we're going to scrunch these ones up and then finely chop. You don't want to be choking on any chive stems, so do make sure they are a little bit smaller. Now for the fillings, I'm using 1 baby cos or a baby romaine lettuce. Don't have to use it again. You can also use tomato, red onion, any filling of your choice. The whole recipe is completely adaptable. And if you are using lettuce, just make sure you peel away the leaves, take off any nasty bits and give this a wash because there can be quite a bit of dirt in the center. The bread I'm using is a classic white loaf from a local baker down the road. Absolutely delicious. I know I keep saying it, but you can use any bread of your choice. This recipe is so adaptable. Make it your own. Focaccia, rye, sourdough, ciabatta, wraps, buns, anything. With this, I'm just going to slice this into a thicker cut. If you are using pre-sliced bread, don't worry, you can use that. It's completely fine. Once our eggs are cool enough, I would usually do this under running cold water, but you won't be able to hear me talk because I'm now talking over the videos. So we're going to adapt. Just start peeling these, getting all of that shell off. Dunk it in some of that water there as well. Makes it a lot easier till it's nice and clean. And then just place it into another bowl. So we'll go through and just finish all of these off. And then once they're all nice and clean, just go through, double check, make sure there's no little bits of shell on there. And if there is, you can rinse these again in cold water. It's completely fine. With that all done, adding in ½ a cup of mayonnaise. It's just plain mayonnaise. You can make your own or use store-bought. Add in 1 teaspoon or about 10 grams of Dijon mustard, ½ a teaspoon of sweet paprika, completely optional. Add in the chives and the dill. Season to taste with salt and some cracked black pepper, 15 cracks worth. Then start off with a potato masher and just start breaking all of this up. What we're mainly concentrating on is the egg yolks. We want those to be finely mashed up. And then with the egg whites, it's okay to have larger pieces in there. Just adds a little bit of texture. It's not like porridge in your sandwich. You can also swap over to a fork as well. Makes things a little bit easier. Once you have all of that done though, should have a beautiful mixture that looks like this. And one thing I will say with this is, of course, you can use it straight away, which is exactly what I'm doing, but you can wrap this up, place it in the fridge, and it's going to get better in flavor over time. It allows those flavors to infuse, especially the herbs, seasoning to get in there a little bit more. Just an overall better flavor. So if you do have time, make this ahead. It tastes so much better. When you're ready, we'll start buttering up our bread. You can leave these fresh, which I suggest, it's a lot better, but you can also toast them if you really wanted to. Then we can start placing over that egg mixture. Make sure you get a decent amount on there. This recipe should make 4 to 6 sandwiches, depends on how much you pack them up. Hit it with a little bit more cracked black pepper, because why not? Place down that lettuce or any other toppings that you wanted, like tomato or onion. Then we can place that top piece over the top like that. Slice it either on an angle or straight. I'm going straight through the center. And then this right here is our beautiful egg salad sandwich. And I know it's super simple, but it's the finer things in life that make it that little bit more special. With everything said and done, there's only one thing left to do, and that is, of course, we can then dig in. Of course, this recipe is incredibly simple. That is exactly what it's intended to be. It's easy, it's cheap, it's delicious. Make it ahead of time for even better flavor. And if you haven't already, drop a like on the video, leave a comment, and consider subscribing if you haven't already. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.